All right, there it is. Well, hello and welcome, you guys. Welcome and hello. Today is Mother Truckin' Thursday, which means that it's Mother Truckin' Vlog Day. And yeah, I got a full-on action. I don't have such a hard time saying action-packed vlog for you guys tonight. For anybody watching on the replay, all of the timestamps from this entire live stream program are going to be the first pinned comment right underneath this video. My main man, Jeremy V, I haven't seen him in chat, but 9 times out of 10, I don't see Jeremy V in chat, and then suddenly, and without warning, there's just, here's the timestamps. He just does them. I don't know if he's magic or what the hell's going on there, but all those timestamps, like I said, first pinned comment, but action-packed vlog. Let's do a little bit of a checklist. Beer, definitely going to talk about a little bit about what I've been vaping. I have some vape mail here, or just mail in general, sitting over here, including one enormous box that is just confusing me. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning when you see a box that's just big and you think the best gift has to be in there, right? And it never is. In fact, one Christmas, here, side note, one Christmas, I remember very vividly, under the tree, from Santa Claus himself, you know, huge, giant, behemoth box. And my little kid brain was thinking, that's the best gift. That's got to be the best gift. Biggest box, best gift, right? And I saved it until the very end. I opened all of my presents, and the whole time we're all opening presents, I'm just thinking about this box. I'm thinking about this giant box, and I'm thinking that's going to be so, I cannot wait to get to this box. I get to the box finally. It's the last gift I open. I tear it open. You know what's inside? Globe. Yeah, there was a globe inside, and this is like a globe-sized box. So fucking maybe someone sent me a globe. I have no idea. The only thing that we're not going to be doing tonight is a retro vaping. That's the one thing that just completely, you know, whatever, memory erase, just fell off my radar. But we do have a liquid tasting. We got a bunch of mail. We got some news and advocacy. We got some getting to know GrimmGreen. It's going to be great. In fact, the first thing I want to do right out of the gate right here is just going to do a few of these super chats. I saw some super chats kind of pop up right before I started streaming. So let's do those. Yeah, all right, Barbara, my cousin, shout out to you. Shout out Thistle and Thor, who got neutered today. I'm assuming that you got some neutered cats now. Congratulations, Barbara. Miss you. Hope you're doing well. Cameron, very gracious of you. Keep it up, Nick. We all very much appreciate you. Next Tuesday will be my 6-year vape-iversary, and I have you in part to thank for that. Yo-yo to all the cool kids. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, 6-year vape-iversary. Also, quick shout out to Mike Kurth for the Berserker t-shirt. My love for you is ticking clock. Berserker. Not the real Gerard Butler. Love you, bro. And yo-yo to all the cool kids. Yo-yo. Hell yeah, not the real Gerard Butler. NTRGB. I got a beer from NTRGB on deck, ready to go. Cody, very gracious of you. Hey, Nick. I sent you out your CBD stuff we talked about forever ago. Should be getting to you Friday. Dude, that must have been forever ago because I don't remember that at all, Cody, but I'm looking forward to it, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the little bit of excitement right there. Another one from Not the Real Gerard Butler. Oh, and love Pickle too. Not like that, but I love her too. I know, not like that. Only I love her like... I love her like a woman. Anyway, so that's some super chats. Good stuff. Let's get into that new favorite thing. That's how we usually start the vlog. That's how we usually start the vlogs, right? Is with that one. Oh shit! I can't stop it, you guys.
Vaping is better than smoking. Technically, yes, but so what?
That's right. I want to thank our sponsor, Governor Andrew Cuomo. Yeah, you didn't think he was a sponsor, but he is a sponsor. In fact, let's do that one thing. That's my new favorite thing where I get to hear from one of my subscribers. So right now, I'd like to hear from Vaping Juggalo. You hear? Let's hear from the Vaping Juggalo real quick.
What up, GrimmGreen? Vaping Juggalo 88. I want to say thank you for everything you do in the industry, your videos, everything you do. For my wife and son, Calix, thank you so much for everything you do. You kept this little man's daddy off of deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes for 6 years. Thank you so much. Let's keep on vaping.
Definitely. Vaping Juggalo and Caleb. We're shouting you guys out. That's awesome. You know, if I can help in any way, keep you on the straight and narrow, keep you away from all that evil combustion and whatnot, I'll certainly try my best. But thank you so much, seriously, for those kind words, Vaping Juggalo. And again, let's shout out Caleb just because we can and we have the opportunity to. So why not do that? Dan, a little disappointed he didn't have the Juggalo makeup on. Look, I'm not an ICP fan. I'm not an ICP fan, but I like the makeup, and I like that Vaping Juggalo is here, and I like that he's a vapor, and that's all that matters to me. So again, thank you for that. And if anybody else out there has a video similar to that, you can send them on over to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. You want to shout out your favorite shop, liquids, whatever, shoot the shit, show off your gear, shout yourself out, shout your family members out, definitely send them on over to me, please. nick@grimmgreen.com. Just mark your subject, that one thing. Say that, your favorite thing, Nick. This is it. This is the email. It's your favorite thing. You can say damn near anything, whatever you want. I mean, I have to obviously peruse them and make sure that they're suitable to go on YouTube, but you never know what I'll let you get away with. You'll just never know what I'll let you get away. I let Dwayne get away with this.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.
I just fucking love Dwayne. I'm gonna shout out Dwayne real quick. Dwayne Omboyosi, I love you, bro. I hope you're doing good. Let's all send a little bit of love to Mr. Dwayne Omboyosi, creator of the Yak song. That's the funniest part. What I think I would like to do right now, truly and honestly, before we get to anything about what I have been vaping, I have a beer in front of me. And I mean, so why wouldn't I drink it? Let's do it. I'm parched. That's beer. Sorry. Before we beer, we have to hydrate, Hydro homies. I want to give a shout out to an actual sponsor of the vlog, the Coldest Water Bottle. I'll have a link down in the description. You can buy one and use the code GRIM and get 10% off. But I'm just going to go ahead and say this is my favorite water bottle that I've ever owned ever in my entire life. It motivates me to stay hydrated. It gets hot here in the San Fernando Valley. This was just sitting in the sun, and it was almost like too hot to touch. I could barely pick it up. I had to pick it up with the little hooky plastic guy. The water inside, refreshingly cool and cold. I love the crap out of this thing. They're an actual sponsor of this vlog, and I'll have a link to where you can shop if you want a Coldest Water Bottle down in the description below. But what we're going to do right now, now we get to drink something, a little bit more, I don't know, fun and adult. This beer came to me from Not the Real Gerard Butler. NTRGB there. This is the Duke from Peticolas Brewing Company. I know literally nothing about this beer. Let me look into this beer just for a hot minute here. What is this? I don't even know where this is brewed. This brewing, Dallas, Texas. Oh shit. We got a Texas beer in the house. The Duke barley wine. And you know that this is suddenly going to become an amazing vlog because it's 12% alcohol, you see. And the great thing about YouTube is I don't have to put a warning on the screen at all. If I vape, I do. But if I'm just drinking beer, then I don't need to. Going to be pouring it into the now sold out Grim Army pint glasses. Don't worry, we're going to do better ones. We're going to do new designs. Oh, look at that. I was expecting it to be a little, rosé colored, I guess. There's a little bit of like a rosé color to this. It's like a little raspberry-ish looking color. This is the Duke. It's a barley wine. It's a 12.5%. Can we just appreciate the beautiful color of this particular beer right here? Let me see if it's on their website. Is that on their website? The Duke. Boo-doo-doo-doo. I am definitely drinking this out of the wrong glass. Straw in color with a dissipating white that leaves plenty of lacing. The Duke appears lighter than your typical barley wine. Even though dry hopped, the high alcohol renders the hop aroma, flavor, and bitterness low to medium low. Complex alcohols and fruitier characteristics are noticeable and balanced with the high alcohol content. Be careful with this one. The 12% alcohol will sneak up on you after just 12 ounces. The Duke is the truth. God damn. That's a good little sales pitch right there. Not the real Gerard Butler. Thank you, bro. Cheers, you guys. Let's have a beer. Holy crap, that's good. Wow, you can really taste the alcohol right up front. It's a barley wine. It's malty. It's really very, very smooth, very clean as well. And all I can taste up front is just alcohol. And then it's like, oh, there's like a little bit of like barley wine, kind of fruity citrus situation going on there as well. Damn, that's really good. I want to see what Beer Advocate thinks about this, you know, because I care what other people think. Let's see. The Duke. Nope. What are you even doing, YouTube? What are you even doing, Google? The Duke. Just got some John Philip Sousa stuck in my head for no reason in particular. Oh, wow. This is a very, very highly rated beer. This ranks at a 90% over there on the Beer Advocate. This person, Puck, says this is a pretty sophisticated beer and a very good one. Pour from draft at the brewery, golden yellow color with a nice head and lacing, sweet fruity smell. All I can smell and taste is alcohol. Taste of apricot, peaches, and almonds. A bit of booze with it makes it pleasantly warming. Yeah, this is going to be a great vlog. Let me do a quick little pairing here, because I have some the random liquid tasting from last week. I think this is the random tasting from last week. The super good porn star martini. Wasn't this the random liquid tasting from last week? I don't even remember what last week was. No, we didn't even vlog last week. We didn't vlog last week because I was having my kidney stones pulverized, which I'm doing pretty good, by the way. Thanks for asking, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody did ask. And I'm doing much better. I'm not peeing out shards of kidney stone so much anymore, and I'm able to stand without, like, severe kidney pain happening. But Porn Star Martini from Supergood is a passion fruit orange vanilla. I have been vaping a lot of it. I kind of love the crap out of it, and I want to pair it with this beer right here. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's really good. It's nice. It's a nice little pairing right there. I actually want to try some Pony on Acid with it. Not to give away everything that I've been vaping. Hey, that's nice too. All right, shit, man. I'm already halfway through it. We got a Duke. We're already really rolling right along here into the vlog. I guess real quickly, I want to talk about a few things that I've been vaping. I don't have a bumper for this or anything. I suppose I should. In the mouth to lung department, this from Inokin, the Scepter. I don't know, man. I don't know. Does anybody know how to get this to focus? Does anybody know how to get this to vape without being a gurgly nightmare of a mess? I've watched a few reviews on it, and nobody has mentioned that it's crazy gurgly on me. It got so leaky and gurgly that the auto fire function of it is just dead. It's just gone, and the only way I can fire it now is with the side fire button. Tried 2 different coil heads. Both of them just became a leaky, gurgly nightmare. And, pardon me, that was gross. Burp life. And now the only way I can fire it is I press the button And that's kind of a bummer, especially since the button's on the side and I kind of want to hold it like this, but the drip tip, sorry, dude, that was gross too. But the drip tip is a whistle tip style. So I have to do this and then wrap my finger around and hit the button so that I can put it in my mouth properly. I don't know. This has just been kind of a bummer for me. It's not bad. What's on the inside? It's that juice I got from Lee. Where is it? Damn it. It's somewhere. Fruity Freeze from All Vapes there. The Fruity Freeze from All Vapes. I got it in a 12 milligram, and it's been nice. It's been growing on me a lot. Hey, that's not a bad little pairing there, too. Also in the mouth to lung department, it's summertime, so I have my Roxasa out, of course, topped with the Dwarf RDA. Shout out to Vapor Swaggins for sending this RTA my way, rather. It's an RTA, not an RDA. An RTA. This is far and away like the greatest mouth to lung RTA just ever, period, in the world, in the known universe. I love the crap out of this thing. I recently freshly re-wicked it, and I put some 12 milligram M-Turk Turkish on the inside, which I didn't even know existed. I didn't know Turk did 12 milligram Turkish. Okay, shit. We're talking about nicotine, so here you go. Here's your nicotine warning. Just so all you guys know, some of the products featured in this video can contain nicotine. They don't natively come with nicotine, but if you wanted to vape nicotine out of these, you definitely can. 12 milligram Turkish on the inside, and it's a custard. I get in a mouth to lung at 12 milligram. I get a little bit of like a tobacco type of sensation in it. I know, AKA Threads. Thank you for that. It has to be there. It just has to be there. I love the crap out of the Dwarf. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to vape any other mouth to lungs than the Dwarf. So nice, so crackly, so flavorful, and this is just round wire in here. So good. So good. So I've been vaping that like a lunatic, like a crazy person. Another thing that I unboxed this in a stream, like, I don't know, that was like 3 weeks ago now. Kind of looks like Batman's walkie-talkie, I guess. It's that Geyser device. I think everybody's done their review for it already. I guess Geyser sent this out to everybody on YouTube. I'm still going to do a review for it. It's not going to be a very good review, but damn it, it just vapes so well. It's filled up with that porn star martini as well. It's the 0.2 coil, and it's been lasting a shockingly long time, and it vapes like just a fantastic sub-ohm tank. Hastur. I love the crap out of this thing. Hastur with the original recipe recoil on top. I got some Omboyosi heads in here. I can't stand Chubby Gorilla bottles. Can someone please make better bottles than Chubby Gorilla? Like, they don't own the whole bottle market. We need better bottles than Chubby Gorilla. But I use this in bypass mode. Single 18650. It hits like a mech, and it's great. Ben from the chat asking for some Type 2 RTA updates. No. You get no updates. We're in full swing production right now. Full swing production. We've got some going to the UK. Otherwise, they're only going to be available on recoilrda.com. Black and stainless. We're in full production. We got the manual done. We got the engravings for the bottom done. It's finally going to be a reality. The Type 2 is not a hoax. It's a real RTA, and mine's getting re-wicked right now in the bathroom, but it's incredible, and I really am excited about it. I'm really, really very nervous about it. Really super stupid nervous about it. Yeah, it's the Geyser's the ugliest mod on earth, Millerman Chris. It's hyper ugly. That's what I'm going to name my YouTube video. The Geyser is hyper ugly. That's what it's going to be called. Engravings on the bottom. Shout out to Danielle Jones for really coming in a pinch. Like, I reached out to Danielle. She got back to me in like 0.2 seconds, and we just knocked this out, and she killed it. So thank you, Danielle Jones. In fact, in the middle of this, before I finish what I've been vaping, I want to shout out Casa has T-shirts, you guys. Look at this T-shirt. Can you see it? I can take the nicotine warning down. There's no nicotine in these T-shirts. Weapons of mass disruption. Casa T-shirts. I was torn on what T-shirt to wear tonight, and I ultimately went with Berserker. But look at this one. All the different devices on there. Vaping saves lives. These come, and the graphic on them felt like plastic, but after I washed them, they became like these wonderful, normal, beautifully soft T-shirts. I'm going to put a link down in the description. If you want to support Casa, you can support Casa by buying some T-shirts. They got T-shirts and merch. They got much more designs than these two designs that I have right here, but I think this one is my favorite. Weapons of mass destruction with all the devices on there. Weapons of mass disruption, because we are disruptive. But yeah, Casa, Danielle Jones, and those T-shirts, winning combination. Like I said, I'll throw a link down in the description unless Addy Tooney or one of the moderators wants to find the link. I'm cool with you putting it sporadically in the chat. Oh, Addy Tooney already did. All right, kick ass. Well, there you go. Cheers. So lastly, what I've been vaping is just, like the video I did a few weeks ago, I went down the billet box rabbit hole. It's all I want to vape, really. It's all I want to talk about. Mr. Just Right 1, in spite of the profile RDTA, I still want to buy his insert for the Burrow tank for the billet box, but this is the one. This is that first billet box green. New panels from Disco Potato. This has the Boxer V2 RDTA. It's an RDTA, you guys. RDTA. And I don't like RDTAs, but I really like this RDTA, and it's filled up with Lemon Life's Cherry Limeade, and I love this liquid. It's so good. I'm going to buy more of this liquid. Cherry Limeade from Lemon Life has the ability. That's Danny Lolo's juice, by the way. Go follow Danny Lolo if you want to see the best tricker on Instagram. It's Danny Lolo, hands down. That's his liquid, and it's amazing. Got another billet box that I bought from Disco Potato. I got the clear doors on there that I bought from Disco Potato. This is the Nugget. I got the Vape Snail in there. That is 6 milligram pony on acid, and the Vape Snail keeps up with pony on acid, which is a 90% VG liquid. I thought for sure I'd just be having dry wick problems like crazy, but I'm not. It's holding up, and it's great. That's the Type 2 drip tip. You want a sneak preview of the Type 2 drip tip? There it is. Look at that. That's one of the drip tips shipping with it. This has been my ride or die. This has been my ride or die. And finally, certainly not lastly, but lastly, 12% beer, huh? Not the real Gerard Butler? You thought this would be a good idea? It is a good idea. I bought another billet box. It's a silver one from Disco Potato, and I have these sort of nubbiny, semi-translucent panels on there from Disco Potato. This has been incredible. This is one of my new favorite things. I have the vape shell on the inside, and I want to try to convert the vape shell to a mouth to lung. I know there's inserts for it. I'm going to try to convert this to a mouth to lung because I don't know. I like it, but I'm not loving the restricted lungness of the vape shell. This is filled up with another super good liquid from the UK. This is Blue Palm Mojito, blueberry pomegranate lime mint sugar. If you're in the United Kingdom and you want to check out a legit liquid, really very good. Really been enjoying this. Got an old school dot mod clear drip tip on there because I just thought it works. and it's vaping good. I just don't love the airflow on it. It's real rough, and it might be the Boro tank, and it might be the vape shell. I'm going to try to get this into a mouth to lung real soon because I got some good like 12 and 6 milligram liquids that I'd like to, I'd like to put in there. But that's it. That's more or less what I've been vaping. It's mostly been, truly and honestly, it's mostly been the billet boxes. If I'm not lying, if I'm not gonna bend the truth. I also got RAM. Who wants to see 4 sticks of RAM? This is 128 gigs of RAM right here because I finally have a new computer coming this weekend, which means dangle clacks will be a thing of the past. Just punch dangle clacks in the face. I hate dangle clacks. It's just going to be a thing of the past. We're going to have guests on this show. We're going to have guests on Tuesday, Bro Tuesday. We're going to have lag-free streams. I'm finally getting caught up to the rest of the world. You guys, I did it. I'm becoming a YouTuber, like a legit one, like with like a good stuff, it's gonna be good. 12% beer, not the real Gerard Butler. You thought that was a good idea. So before we get into any mail or anything like that, I'd like to do a little bit of news and advocacy. In fact, I'll explain it when I get there. Boosh, news and advocacy. No, wait. I had a shout out real quick that I wanted to do. Yeah, okay, here we go. Now we're back. Thank you, Pickle, for that. See, who said, Sick Boy said I was going to jinx myself when I said that I was going to punch Dangle Clacks in the face. and then my audio cuts out. Holy shit. How is that? How would you like a bowl of instant karma, Nick? Thank you. I appreciate that. Now we're back. We're going to shout out Drewski one more time. As I was saying, I set up the chat, I set up the vlog stream, 12% beer, not the real Gerard Butler. You thought this was a good idea? Thanks. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I set up the stream early, like 10, 11 in the morning, and some people jump in. There's a little bit of chat going on. It's never crazy, but there's just a little bit of chat going on. And Drewski jumped in there and said, "What's up, bro? You're my favorite YouTuber. Shout me out." So we're going to shout out Drewski. Thank you so much. I like being your favorite YouTuber. I hope I don't let you down, Drewski, but there you go. We're shouting out Drewski, dog. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Before we get to any news and advocacy, which is coming up next, let's do a couple super chats because it's the end of a segment. Dangle Clacks for the win, Dickie Mo. Dangle Clacks for the win. Oops. Now there's more Dangle Clacks. Now we'll do some super chats. See, that's all you get. We didn't even need to do any of that nonsense. Now, where did it leave off? Not the real Gerard Butler. Cody, not the real Gerard Butler. SVK Vapes. Nice shirt, much love, and don't forget Pickles. Why would we could never forget Pickles. I could never forget Pickles. Appreciate that, SVK Vapes. Run right a Matt Sinister in with the super chat. What's up, Nick? Made it home for the vlog after having a tooth removed. Shout out to the Stooges on Throwdown Thursday. Powerbomb the world. Tooth removed. I've had that, bro. It sucks. That sucks. Now you have like a big hole, right, that you have to irrigate with water every time. Holy shit. Hashtag powerbomb the world. Hashtag powerbomb your tooth. Matt Sinister. Lisa Martin, very gracious of you. Got my GrimmGreen ex-smoker shirt last week, and I wear it proudly. It was my 1-year vape anniversary yesterday. Shout out to my son, Josh. We both heart you. Oh, Lisa Martin, thank you very much. Oh, that makes me so happy that you have an ex-smoker t-shirt and you rock it proudly. I'm becoming that guy that just wears all my own merch. I wear my ex-smoker shirt like literally every day. I love it. I try to get like 2 or 3 days out of it. Thank you, Lisa Martin. Logan Exhales. Now, this is a guy. Logan Exhales. Logan Exhales is great. Follow Logan Exhales on Twitter. Be a fan of Logan Exhales. Join his Patreon. Join his Discord. Logan is a great dude. Really smart. Hope you're enjoying the book. Cheers to you, brother. I dug into that book a little bit. I started reading it the other day, and it's already starting to blow my mind a little bit, Logan. I appreciate that. He got me this book. In fact, that's my bookmark right there. He got me this book right there on liberty and drugs. And it's an interesting book so far. I'm gonna read it. I've got a few books going right now. I'm still trying to read that other book about the rediscovery of tobacco. I'm trying to read your book, and I'm trying to read 1984. So I'll get through as much as I possibly can. For a dyslexic person, dude, that's a lot to take in. Southern Comfort. I know how to get it to stop gurgling. Step 1, open up the pod and pour your juice back into your bottle. Step 2, throw it in the GD trash. Here's the thing. It's not, it's not terrible. I just wish it hadn't leaked so much that it killed my auto switch, because that was one of my favorite parts of this. And look, even now, I got juice on it. It's a nice little mouth to lung. It just kind of sucks. I hate being so hard on things. It does just kind of suck, Southern Comfort. Appreciate you, Southern Comfort. Jason, very gracious of you. If AFC on Scepter is all the way right for mouth to lung, taking it as slight bit right, also make sure the O-ring on the mouth to lung coil is properly seated into the base. Wow, Jason. Can you be my I don't know, something. Can you be my friend? Can you be my something? Appreciate those tips, Jason Schaefer. It's not a bad little vape. Bradley Chase, very gracious of you. Glad you got your stones taken care of and are doing well, but I missed my birthday vlog. Next time, August 13th, 2026. Glad to have you back. Happy birthday, Bradley. I'm sorry that your birthday was last week, but last Thursday I was in no shape to vlog, to stream, to do anything. I felt like just complete garbage. Garbage at the bottom of garbage. Just super garbage. And I remember laying in bed upstairs, in pain, watching Seinfeld and thinking I would normally be streaming right now. I couldn't move, couldn't even get up. But happy birthday, Bradley Chase. Happy birthday to you. Matt Sinister, buy another BB. Casey will have me powerbomb you. I know. Look, I know I got to pump the brakes on the billet box stuff. I think I'm going to leave it at 3. Look, I got a green one, a gold one, and a silver one, and that's where I'm going to leave. From now on, look, I bought a set of doors today, or doors. They're not called doors, right? I don't want to upset the billet box fam. Panels. I bought a pair of glow-in-the-dark panels. Disco Potato. I bought them, yeah. The geometric shapes. The geometric shapes that glow in the dark. I bought them. Ranger Man, 12% beer is stronger than normal beer. Technically, yes. Technically, yes. Wait for it. But so what? Thank you, Ranger Man. Southern Comfort. Shout out Doug at Stellar Vapor, Lutz, Florida. That's right. We're shouting out Doug. We shout out Doug a lot, don't we? I feel like Southern Comfort's shouted out Doug a few times now. Stellar Vapor in Lutz, Florida. And then finally, we got one just in from Joe. Very gracious of you. Thank you very much. Hey, Nick, thanks for being awesome and helping me quit smoking. My ex-smoker shirt and Grim Army dad hat says it will be here Monday. I can't wait. My Smacks hat is looking ratty. Yeah. You got to cycle the hats. My latest ride or die hat is my black on black LA hat. I don't know if you can see it says LA up here. Even though California is fucking nuts right now. Still love it. still support the Los Angeles. But yeah, you gotta you gotta cycle around the hats. What I'd like to do right now, let's do a quick time check. 5:06, no big deal. I have an interview all queued up, ready for you guys. That's going to be the majority of the news and advocacy segment. Hang on, I'll talk about it in a second. Here's that beautiful bean footage. Yeah, news and advocacy time, and I know that's what she says. Roll that beautiful bean footage. I know I kind of stole it from them. I got a little bit of rage sweat going on, but as Michael reminded us, in fact, it's not rage sweat. It's truth butter. You want to see this or not, Michael? Matthew. Sorry, Matthew. Truth butter. I had no choice. I had to make truth butter stickers. We got sticker packs coming to the GrimmGreen merch store very, very shortly, as soon as we can put them into packages. In fact, Matthew, hit me up, Nick at GrimmGreen.com. I'll send you some truth butter stickers, and I'll send you a sticker pack or two just as a thank you for coining the term of of truth butter. I love it so much. I couldn't pass it up. So I have an interview. Sherwin from the United Vapers Alliance stopped by. It's like a 15-minute interview we did, and it's pre-recorded. I was originally going to have him live on the vlog, but being who I am and just for some reason I love dangle clacks, I knew that wasn't going to work. We tried to have Michelle Mitten on Tuesday Bro Tuesday, and that did not go well. We're going to try to have her back on Tuesday Bro Tuesday next week if I can get everything sorted out. But we did a quick little interview. Like I said, it's like 15 minutes long. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that at the end of this segment. It's going to be the majority of this segment. I just have a few things I want to throw out there beforehand. First things first, of course, I want to pimp out the Veritas Cohort study. Raven over there on the Twitter, he's a big part of this. You can be a part of this study. This is a study for smokers who have smoked less than 1,000 cigarettes total in their life. You can be a part of this big Veritas Cohort vape study that's going on right now. So if you fit the criteria, head over to the website. I'll have a link down in the description. Reason Magazine did a great article on the COVID vaping, Stanford, heavy air quotes here, study that was done recently. Citing a dubious study, this congressman wants the FDA to ban e-cigarettes as a COVID-19 hazard. And of course, that's our good buddy, Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy, Democrat from Illinois. Yeah, based on this study, air quote study, he wants the FDA to ban all vapor products. Every single one. All of them. Nothing left behind. There's a little snippet from this Reason Magazine article. It says, USA Today's story about the study ignores its counterintuitive implications. A new study has found that vaping is linked to an elevated risk of COVID-19 among teenagers and young adults, providing more evidence of the harmful effects of electronic cigarettes. I would like some evidence. Some evidence. I have not seen any evidence so far. I've seen EVALI, which, as we all know, and as the CDC has said themselves, had nothing to do with already regulated legal nicotine vapor products. It was 100% related to illicit, contaminated, black market, street-bought THC vitamin E acetate cartridges. I would like to see some evidence. Providing more evidence of the harmful effects of electronic cigarettes, writes reporter Adriana Rodriguez. Teens and young adults who vape are 5 times more likely to become infected with the coronavirus compared with those who did not use e-cigarettes. She does not mention that teens and young adults who continue vaping somehow magically eliminate that risk, which should be a red flag for anyone who thinks vaping makes people more likely to get COVID-19. This is a fantastic article. That study was hogwash. That's the word I'm going to use. Hogwash. Junk. Just junk. You can't even call it science. It was an online, anonymous, self-reported survey. And at the end of it, the numbers, it didn't say that vapors are at a higher risk of COVID-19 to begin with. It's insane. So I'll have a link down in the description to this Reason Magazine article. I would highly suggest you checking out. The other day, our friend of the vaping community, at least, Paul Blair posted out. We got a new potential presidential vice president, Kamala Harris. I don't want to say her name wrong. And like I said on Tuesday, Bro Tuesday, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I've heard people say Kamala. I've heard some people say Kamala. I don't know which is right. I just have no idea which is right. Kamala Harris. If anybody's curious, we talked about this a little bit on Tuesday, Bro Tuesday. If anybody's curious about where Kamala Harris stands on vaping, Harris, Feinstein, colleagues slam FDA e-cigarette policy riddled with loopholes for flavors that appeal to children. Now, we know from the National Youth Tobacco Survey that flavors are not the driving force behind youth experimentation with electronic cigarettes. The number one reason given was curiosity. But that's not good enough for Kamala Harris. U.S. Senators Kamala Harris and Dianne Feinstein on Monday joined Senator Pat Murray and 27 of their Senate colleagues in sending a letter to the Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Dr. Stephen Hahn, who is on Twitter. You should tweet at him, criticizing the FDA's decision to break the Trump administration's promise. And yes, I'm going to mention it here again. This is something that I talk about constantly. Vaping isn't a partisan issue as much as some people want it to be. It's just not. The left is against us. The right is against us. This all started with Trump and Melania and wanting to ban electronic cigarettes and flavors. Criticizing the FDA's decision to break the Trump administration's promise to clear all non-tobacco flavored e-cigarette products from the market by announcing a weak policy that includes huge exceptions regarding menthol flavors, menthol flavored products, and any flavored e-liquids that are not in a cartridge. Any flavored e-liquids that are not in a cartridge. Kamala Harris doesn't just want Juul banned. She wants Heads banned. She wants Porn Star Martini banned. She wants open vapor systems banned. It's infuriating. Just, not going to tell you how to vote. Vote your hopes. Vote yellow if you want to. So I had another thing here. I'll have a link down in the description to where you can read this article all for yourself. I wanted to mention the Netherlands. I saw this on Twitter. Great news. The petition against the flavor ban in the Netherlands has been signed more than 15,000 times. In order to send out the strongest possible signal, we ask everyone who hasn't signed the petition yet to do so. If you're in the Netherlands and you care about flavors, I want to give a shout out to our Vape fam over there in the Netherlands. They're fighting their own flavor ban. I'm going to have a link down in the description to this petition if you're in the Netherlands. I know that doesn't apply to a ton of people here. It might not apply to anybody here. But if you're in the Netherlands or you know vapers in the Netherlands and you interact with them, tell them about this. Tell them about this petition that they can go sign. I'll have a link down in the description to that petition. Also, moving on from that, Danielle, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe there is still an active call to action, protect vape mail in the United States. With everything that's going on with USPS right now, why on earth do we want to stop shipping vape mail? I believe there's still an active call to action for the vape mail in the United States. I'll put a link down in the description for anybody and everybody to sign, do the call to action. And one thing that I would really recommend is fill in, CASA gives you the option to fill in, put your own personal story here. Put your own personal story in there. Do it. It's going to help this email get past spam blockers and filters and things like that. So everybody go do the CASA call to action. I'll have a link down in the description. A few more things I wanted to mention before we get to this interview. Forbes magazine, Steve Forbes himself, released a great video that I will be definitely linking down below. Vaping versus tobacco, the truth you need to know. This was just on an otherwise cruddy day. Cheers. On an otherwise cruddy day, this was a little bright, shining little beacon of happiness. Just a bright, shining little beacon of happiness. Steve Forbes gets on there. He talks about tobacco. He talks about vaping. He talks about how these regulations are ridiculous. He talks about how prohibition doesn't work, how these products should not be banned. We should follow a model more like the United Kingdom and encourage our citizens who are smokers to pick up vapor products. It's an incredible video. I was trying to figure out a way to download it and play it, but I couldn't figure it out. I was trying to just play the audio, but I couldn't figure it out. So that's where we're at. All I have is this: vaping versus tobacco, the truth you need to know. Now, one last thing before we get to this interview. And like I said, tuck in, it's about 15 minutes long. It's a great interview. I interviewed Sherwin from the UVA, the United Vapers Alliance. We just chatted about the rally a little bit. We gave a little bit of information out there about what's going to be going on, who's going to be there, things like that, and the such as. But before that, I wanted to leave you with this really infuriating quote from ex-FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb. Now, if this isn't enough to get the truth butter going, I don't know what will be. I don't know what will be. Scott Gottlieb, Dr. Scott Gottlieb, who was, when he was the head of the FDA, his first order of business was low nicotine cigarettes. He saw that youths were vaping and did nothing. He said, well, if this happens next year, then the FDA is going to have to move swiftly. Why is that an acceptable course of action? Why is that an acceptable course of action? Wouldn't you want to intervene? Wouldn't you want to regulate these so that when we get to the year 2020, we're not talking about banning them? Scott Gottlieb? Data shows that adults who do switch to e-cigarettes, a lot of them will experiment with pod-based products and then go on to buy the open tank systems. So, if you eliminate the pod-based products, you're eliminating that easy access point for the adult to try it and then decide if it's something better than smoking. So you don't want to do that from a public health standpoint. That's the balancing we're trying to engage in. But at some point, you have to say there's so much youth use of these products, any redeeming public health value that they would have is foreclosed by that youth use. This makes me angry literally every single time I read it. He's basically saying that it would be a net benefit to public health if adults switch to vapor products. The easiest way that adults switch to vapor products is from a pod system to an open vapor system. It would be a public health benefit. But if too many youths are using this, then all of those smokers' lives do not matter anymore. He's acknowledging that they're far better for you than combustible tobacco cigarettes, but then saying that if so many youth use them, all of these smokers' lives don't matter anymore. All of these smokers that would have gone from a pod system to maybe a billet box, I don't know, they don't matter anymore. It's foreclosed on by that youth use, which is a crazy thing to say. That is a crazy thing for a doctor to say. That's a crazy thing just in general to say, but you also have to look at it as it's already illegal for youths to vape. We don't want youths vaping. Keep your kids away from vapor products. It's not for them. They keep using it. Smokers keep dying. And I think it's strange that a doctor can look at a vapor product, know exactly what's in it, know exactly what's happening, vaporizing just nicotine. Just nicotine. That's it. Dr. Scott Gottlieb has to be familiar with nicotine. He has to be, right? Are we angry? And I've said this before. Are we angry at addiction just because it's an addiction, regardless of what they're addicted to, even if it's something as, I'm just going to say it, as benign as nicotine? It's crazy to me. So stay angry at Scott Gottlieb with me. Please. Please stay angry at Scott Gottlieb with me. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to wrap up this news and advocacy segment. I'll have links for everything that we talked about down in the description below. But what I want to do is roll you this footage of the interview I did with Sherwin from the United Vapers Alliance. We chatted a little bit about the rally. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut off my mic now so you'll hear nothing. And then the interview is going to roll. I should have cut off my mic before I burped, probably. I'm just going to sit back, hydrate, hydro homies, and I'm going to vape my billet box. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch this along with you guys. So here it is. Here's the interview with Sherwin. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. All right, guys. Well, here we go. Whoa. Ooh. Dang. There's some action happening here in the San Fernando Valley. Like I said, we're here today with Sherwin.
Yes.
Like Sherwin.
Like Sherwin-Williams, the paint store.
Like Sherwin-Williams, the paint store. Son of a bitch. Well, we're here with Sherwin today. He's from UVA. We're going to talk a little bit about the rally. So I'm just going to let Sherwin take it away a little bit. If you want to introduce yourself, speak a little bit to the rally, what's going on, what UVA is all about.
Sure, absolutely. Thanks for having me, on your show.
100%.
Yeah. My name is Sherwin Mena. I am the Vice President of United Vapers Alliance. We are a 501c4 nonprofit. The purpose of United Vapers Alliance was to give a political voice and submit a political message to the powers that be. We had, if many of you are not aware, a rally last year.
Yes.
That rally was instrumental in my opinion, in bringing in making our voices heard and having a seat at the table with President Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, there were also other factors, and there were also other players that were involved in this messaging as well. But it all just came together, and I think we were just we were the bullet in the gun, Yeah. So to simplify, we're basically attempting to go ahead and do the exact same thing on September 5th over in Washington, D.C. at the Ellipse from 12 to 4 p.m. And we want to go ahead and see if lightning can go ahead and strike twice.
Yeah.
Our attempt is to go ahead and make sure that we can do something in regards to the current PMTA deadline that will be occurring September 9th.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
so short window there from the 5th to the 9th.
It is a short window.
Short window.
You know what's funny though, is that this industry has always been on deadlines.
100%. Always, since I can remember, been on a deadline. Yeah,
there's always been something happening a week from today in the industry. Something's going to happen. A week from today, flavor ban. So it's not like we have not been down this road before.
100%.
So our messaging is basically going to be a political one. It's basically going to be we vape, we vote.
Absolutely.
All of the people that will be speaking, they're either in the industry in some capacity as a manufacturer, showing what kind of economic effect the PMTAs will have on them and their employees. It'll also be consumer testimonials as to why vaping has helped them and what would happen to them if there is an elimination of 99% of the products out on the market currently because of the PMTA. And our attempt is to go ahead and to be loud and be heard. Remember, politics is the power of perception. There are 13 million of us, plus or minus.
At least, maybe more. I feel like there's way more than 13 million of us nationwide.
I always say, and the reason some people say, well, where do you get that number? Well, that number was from Bonnie Herzog, who's a Wells Fargo analyst, and that was from one of her industry papers that she published last year. But I always go 13 million plus because we're also talking about friends and families.
Yeah.
And how many family members know the effect that vaping has done to you? Or
Right.
how many friends have seen the effect? You know, and it gets personal, especially when it's such a life-changing product that has aided you in harm reduction.
Mm-hmm.
So our main goal is to get as many people that can possibly attend and be part of history once again. The last event was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was unbelievable. I loved just being there in the crowd. It felt like a real, turning point. For the first time, I looked around this huge crowd of people, and it felt like, man, you're just a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a movement now.
Yeah. And when you see people that were that passionate, that came from not only all over the country, we had people that came from Argentina, from Spain. We're going to have a speaker from Australia. He's not going to be there, but he wants me to read his speech.
Oh, that's amazing.
And you know what has happened in Australia.
Yeah. Oh, they've been dealing with their own fight down there as well.
Exactly. So they understand what the fight that we're up against because they're experiencing it now. And they, at the very last minute, spoke up loudly, were heard, and guess what happened? The industry got saved. The date got postponed, I think, in January of next year.
Yeah, they got, in typical vape industry fashion, they got an extension.
Of the 11th hour.
The date just moved. Of the 11th hour. The hammer's not going to drop today. It's going to drop next month or in a few months from now. That seems to just be the way that it goes. Yeah,
and that just and United Vapers Alliance was formed by a bunch of passionate guys. I'm part of the Vaping Legion. We've been controversial, but we've also been
controversial.
Yes, but we've also been able to go ahead and for lack of a better word, have a certain degree of respect within the industry.
Mm-hmm.
We've always told it like it is. We didn't sugarcoat it. And because of that, we were able to go ahead and bring multiple people together. We've got people from multiple organizations that typically never go ahead and speak to each other. They'll be speaking at the rally.
Yeah.
So the idea here is to do something that is bigger and better than ourselves, so that the industry itself can survive.
Yeah. Yes. That's huge. I think it's fantastic.
And we need people. We need people there. And if
bodies.
You can make it, we need bodies. And if you can make it, we would love to have you there. You'd be part of history. We do have a COVID response, which is required by National Park Services.
Sure.
The ellipse is federal land. It's part of the Secretary of the Interior. We are under the legal authority of National Park Services and the Secret Service.
Sure.
So even though DC, you hear about a quarantine in DC, it does not apply to the ellipse area. And also, if you need a place to stay, I'd recommend you do not stay in DC. You stay in Virginia, because Virginia does not have a quarantine, and Virginia is like right across the river from DC.
Yeah.
So if you can make it, we would love to have you. The more people we have, the more powerful our votes are, or more powerful our voice, and the more powerful our political presence can be heard with the White House, which is directly in front of us.
Yeah. And it's, you're right there. Yeah. You're right there, right in front of the White House, in between the White House and like the Washington Monument.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Right there as well. And I remember just from the last rally, reporters from Rolling Stone magazine were there. That same night, we were on the local news already. We had already, caused enough of a scene to get on the local news.
Oh, yeah. It was trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
We vape, we vote in either the DC area or even on Twitter in itself. It was like top 10.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what we need to do. And if you can't make it, share the video. We're going to be live streaming it.
Yes.
So even if you're not there, you still can help spread
Yes.
the word, even on your personal page, so that other people can see it.
Yep.
Get the word out and spread it. And believe me, you would be doing us such a tremendous favor, because remember, everyone needs just the people that scream the loudest get noticed.
100%. And that's kind of just the way it is nowadays. Like now in 2020, it's just, someone said this, I don't know, I think it was Joe Rogan who said, war of the loud.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just
Exactly.
whoever's louder gets heard. It doesn't matter if you're right. It just matters if you're loud.
Yes. But the one thing that we also have going for us is that no matter how much money is being thrown against us from the ants, from tobacco-free kids, they don't have voters.
Yeah.
They don't have voters.
Yeah.
And it all boils down to us.
Yeah.
You want to save this industry, get registered to vote, and
Definitely.
vote your conscience.
Definitely.
For those that are for those politicians that are going to defend and support this industry.
100%. 800%. It's a huge demographic of voters as well. A huge voting base. I mean, that largely goes ignored for the most part, I feel.
Yeah. We, in my personal opinion, we are the most unrepresented voting bloc in the history of politics.
Easily.
We have the ability to swing this election in multiple swing states based on the previous election.
Yeah.
President Trump won by a couple thousand votes, and there's in certain states, and there's over 50,000 vapers in some of those states.
Yeah, there's close to almost 900,000 plus vapers in the state of Florida.
Yeah. So to say that there's nothing that we can do, the government's going to do this, man, you are solely mistaken. I mean, the rally proved that before, what a group of people could do if they went ahead and just put their mind to doing something and making themselves seen.
Mm-hmm.
All that matters, having that ability. And
Yes.
I would also like to say, Grim, if you know of any reporters or any people in the press, if you could please spread the word. Also with your reviewers that if they, I'd be more than willing to go on and talk about the rally as well, and have them talk about the rally as well.
Yeah, definitely.
The more people hear about this, the more can attend. And again, don't worry about COVID. We got a COVID response. We've got free KN95 masks.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to ask about. Is it going to have to be, obviously masks. Is it going to have to be like a social distanced thing? A few feet apart from each other?
No, well, let's put it to you like this. We're required to have one. National Park Services says that we're required to have a COVID response plan, and which we do. So we have a first aid tent with 2 EMTs that are stationed there.
Okay.
There's going to be a sanitation station with 4 1-gallon sanitizers so people can sanitize their hand. Obviously, bring a mask to the event. If you do not have a mask, we've got 500 free KN95 masks. And we encourage people that are not within their group to social distance.
Sure.
If there's a group of 5 people, each other, stay with those 5 people. But kind of social distance away from other groups.
Social distance a little bit.
Yeah, and we'll be announcing that throughout the event.
And it's
it's not that difficult. It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket surgery. Yeah.
So we got that. So we've got that implemented. We've got buses that are going to be coming in. We've got our stage. We've got our speakers. It's just we're going to have some mobile advertisements within DC that will be traveling around with our message.
Cool.
So we need to shock. We need to scare them.
The politicians. That's the target.
That's the target.
Right.
We need to shock them. We need to scare them. We need to tell them that we are a political force and don't mess with us.
And look, look, all we want to do is not smoke cigarettes.
That's it.
And, it's so frustrating talking to politicians or even tweeting at them or seeing what they say in, news publications where they just don't understand it. And it seems like not only do they not understand it, they're just unwilling to learn.
Yeah.
This is a consumer created, consumer driven product. And I think that's one of the things that bothers them is that they didn't have a hand in this. Just suddenly smoking rates are dropping. And it's because vapers went, hey, we invented vaping as a solution to the smoking problem. We created this and we're going to defend it. I'll die on this hill.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and I could go and talk about, some of the things that we could have, should have, would have done, that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
I mean, right. What's the point? The point is that this is where we are.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do. And we need to do this collectively together with one voice at a certain date and at a certain time. All of us, whether you're there or whether you're just watching and you share.
Yeah. And honestly, that's a huge part of it too, is when I was at the first rally, I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to be on Twitter and retweet things that other people were tweeting from the rally and pictures and videos and things like that. So even if you can't attend, jump on social media and Twitter and Facebook and share the videos that are coming out of the rally and share the pictures that are coming out of the rally and share the tweets, that are coming out of the rally.
Hashtag we vape, we vote.
Hey, yeah. Hashtag we vape, we vote. That's what it comes down to, man.
Yeah, man.
Dang.
Absolutely.
So awesome. All right. Well, where can people get the most up-to-date information about the rally? Where would you send them? Where's the best place to go?
There are two locations that we can send you to. The first one, obviously, is our Facebook page.
Okay. It's
a private one, United Vapers Alliance. There are some questions on there, so please answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, we will not let you in. And don't invite like 500 other people, please.
Sure.
Yeah. Number two is also our webpage, UnitedVapersAlliance.org.
Okay.
If you go there, it has all the information in regards to the rally. It also has our hotel reservation block, which is currently going on, which is in Virginia. Also has our COVID response. So everything that you need to know is located right there.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I hope the best for this rally. I got high hopes, and I really hope it's effective. We need to be effective, and this is a big tool in our arsenal that we can use is our numbers.
Yes. Like I said, and just our numbers everywhere.
Yeah, our numbers everywhere.
Not just there, everywhere.
Not just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you sitting down to talk with us and getting some more information out there about the rally. I would love to see it blow away the numbers from the last rally. It's so difficult with COVID and quarantine and traveling and travel advisories and all this stuff. But I admire just putting it on, just drawing the line in the sand and saying, nope, we're angry as hell and we're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah, then that's what we did last time, and hopefully we'll be successful in doing it again. Yeah.
Well, I wish you nothing but awesomeness, all my good vibes to the UVA and the rally. And, I've said it before, I think vaping's going to change the world. It already is.
Mm-hmm.
I think vaping's going to change the world. I think flavors are going to help it. And there are millions of us. Damn it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Appreciate you coming on. Sure.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Well, I'll talk at you soon. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah, I'll have links down in the description for the UVA Facebook page, for the UVA Instagram. Maybe he didn't mention an Instagram. I'll have links down in the description for everything that he talked about, all the information that you need to get involved in the rally. If you have the ability to, go. Definitely go. I'm reevaluating my position on whether or not I'm able to go or not. I'm reevaluating that. We're just going to have to wait and see. As it stands, if I flew into Washington, D.C., I definitely could not. But he mentioned that might be able to fly into Virginia. I might be able to drive across the river. Might be able to do it that way. Might be able to do it that way. We have really strict quarantine laws here in California, and I have a California driver's license, and the first person that sees that is going to go, oh, you're from California. Have you been quarantining for 2 weeks? Are you going to quarantine 2 weeks while you're here? It's kind of just a mess. I'm reevaluating it. And like we said in that video, if anybody can't go, be here on social media and be here on Instagram and Twitter and share things and retweet things and reshare things and repost things and make it known that there's a rally going on. Because the last time we were there were people from Rolling Stone there. There were, the local news was there. I want more coverage of it. Beecher, let's get a room. Howard. Oh, yeah. You wish. So yeah, like I said, I'll have links all down in the description. And thank you so much. Shout out to Sherwin for taking some time yesterday to hang out with me and do a little bit of an interview for you guys. So I guess what we're gonna do now is we're gonna open some mail. Not before we do a couple super chats. That's it. That's all you get. That's just the super chat. Where I don't even know where I left off. Let's see. 12% beer. Yeah, that was a good one. Shout out to Doug Doe. We got Joe. That's right. We did Joe. Not the real Gerard Butler. We're commenting on the vlog in Discord right now. All right. Okay. Yo, all my Discord fam hanging out there. Southern Comfort. Shout out to Grim. You and Doug saved my life. Look, we definitely had our hand in it, but don't forget that you did the hard part. You did the hard part, my friend. Liam, very gracious of you. Anyone want to give up their patron sub so I can take it? Yeah or not? Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I do limit my patrons to how many there are. Fair enough. Here's 5 New Zealand buckaroos to say thanks for all you do. Liam, that's awesome. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Light Bearer would like to encourage everyone to be kind to each other, especially now that we're all under a lot of stress. Nick, thanks for everything you do. Yes, Light Bearer, look, kindness goes a long, long way. A long, long way in general and a long, long way with me in particular. So Light Bearer, yes. Thank you for that kindness. I appreciate that. Jason, very gracious of you. Yes, I can be your something. Jason, you want to be my something? I appreciate that. New Wave Dave, yo to all and some good vibes. Fuck yeah, New Wave Dave, just sending out good vibes like they're growing on trees. Jake Scrapwood, it couldn't be that vaping is digging into the $275 million in MSA money Illinois will get this year. Look, I don't want to put on a tinfoil hat, but we know that these MSA tobacco bonds were, states are going to be defaulting. New York State is going to be the first state to default on their bonds if it happens. Amazing that they have received over $6.9 billion since '98, and only $10 million has gone to tobacco prevention. And that's the thing. One of my heroes, one of the guys that gets mentioned a lot on here is Iowa Attorney General Tom Miller. He was instrumental in getting the master settlement agreement done. He had a huge part in it, and it started off as a really, really good thing. But the state failed us. They spent very little of that money on what it was supposed to be spent on, and they got addicted to having that money. And they know that if they have smokers in their state, they're just going to get that money. Logan exhales for chat. Typing your story every time is exhausting. Pro tip. Type it once in a Word doc, then copy and paste it for calls to action and the such as. Yeah, absolutely. Pro tip from Logan Exhales. Another pro tip from me for Twitter is if you're going to tweet at people, tweet at one of them at a time, maybe 2 of them at a time. I get tagged in a lot of tweets where it's like Donald Trump and Secretary Azar and Steve FDA and blah, blah, blah. And it's tagged like 12 people and then a link to an article. Those are less effective than if you tweet at one person or 1 or 2 people individually. That would be my Twitter advice. Ranger Man, very gracious of you. The anti-vaping research loaded with logical fallacies, including quote mining, cherry picking data, and flawed experiments. The ants must hire flat earthers to do their research. Maybe. I mean, it would make a lot of sense considering how just bad some of this research is. Anthony, you didn't say nothing. You didn't have to. There's a shout out for you. New Wave Dave, I played a Captain and Tennille record backwards and it told me to give you money, so here you go. Well, thank you, New Wave Dave. Thank you, Captain and Tennille. Anthony, very gracious of you. Are you still going to DC? I got to get a fist bump IRL. Question mark if I'm going to DC. That's all I'm going to say right now. Question mark. I have to relook into the quarantine rules that are in place for California, because as it stands right now, if I flew into DC, I would have to be there right now. I would have had to flown in like 2 weeks early and quarantined in a hotel before I could even go to the rally. And I just can't do that. I had to have my kidney stones pulverized. So that's a damn thing. Tracy Kennedy, very, very gracious of you. Had eye surgery on the 18th. I'm here, but you are all blurry a little and typing like Grimm's wonky iPad. I must have answered an email to you from my iPad. That's how you would know that. Fantastic ex-smoker hoodie. Shout out to you and Casey. It's about 115 here daily, but so what? I wear it under the AC for now. Damn right, Tracy. I do that too. Sometimes I put on my Dixon flannels when the AC's on real high, just to pretend like it's flannel weather. And it's not flannel weather soon, regardless of what you say, Disco Potato. We're not even there. Anthony Ramella, I was at the last rally. I believe in We Vape, We Vote. Even sent you, that's right, the hoodie. Vapers United with your vote. And if so, who are we voting? Here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for or how to vote. I'm just putting information out there so that you guys can make an informed decision. I believe that the only viable candidate that we can vote for president that will do something about vaping is Jo Jorgensen. That's it. It's a third-party candidate. She's going to be on the ballot, I believe, in all 50 states. I'm not 100% sure of that. There's a change.org petition going around right now to get her on the debate stage, which I think would be fantastic. Ross Perot was allowed on the debate stage. I don't know why Jo Jorgensen wouldn't be allowed on the vape stage, on the debate stage. Me personally, I will be voting for Jo Jorgensen. Yes, you have to vote your hopes. The lesser of two evils is still evil. Anthony Ramella. Kevin Chocolate, very gracious of you. Split a room 3 ways. I can sleep anywhere. No, Kevin Chocolate, see, I know you're lying. You can't sleep on the ceiling. Can't sleep anywhere. Joshua, very gracious of you. I want a billet box. Not sure where to start. Ideas. Billet box. Buy one. Just billet box. I think they release them on Saturdays. I'm not 100% sure who that works. You can buy them secondhand, but you will be paying full price. They retain their value. These billet boxes do. I paid, essentially, Potato, help me out a little bit. Essentially, full price. Yeah. Essentially full price, right? Let's get to some mail. I have a bunch of mail.
The only thing I want to see in your mouth is that water bottle. Now, what did I tell you? Always be hydrating.
Yeah. Don't forget to stay hydrated, hydro homies. Let's do it. Let's do some mail finally. Now I know for sure, there's some beer in here. I know without beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is some beer in here. Should I start with the big one first? It's big and heavy, right? I feel like I should start with that one first. Jared. Oh, this is Suburban Dirt Farmer. You hear Suburban Dirt Farmer? Are you here, Suburban Dirt Farmer? I'm opening your package. Opening it. It's happening. Man. It's happening. Oh, ruh-roh. What do we got here? Oh, CBD treats for Nico. Bro, that's so awesome of you. Thank you. Nico loves that. Oh, God, what is this? Okay, so that, hang on. There's some literature in here. Yo, Nick, the orange bag is Casey's. Oh, fine. The treats are Schneeko's, and the rest is all you. Sorry, my handwriting sucks. Love you guys, Jared, a.k.a. the Suburban Dirt Farmer. Bro, I hope you're here tonight. Well, this is Casey's. Whatever. Patron sending stuff for Casey. That's ridiculous. What is this? This is nothing, all right. Oh, shit. Sick. That is super rad. The Dark Empire Trilogy. Thank you, Suburban Dirt Farmer. That's so rad. This is a book, Star Wars, The Dark Empire Trilogy. Look at evil Luke there. Look at little evil Luke Skywalker right there. That's rad. Well, now I got another book to read, and I got... What? Star Wars Omnibus? Yeah. Oh, interesting. This is the first 27 issues of the Marvel comic Star Wars series that launched the year of my birth, 1977. Dude, I love Star Wars, and I love Star Wars gifts. Thank you, Suburban Dirt Farmer. This is fantastic. Holy shit, it is. It's every comic. It's all the comics. Look at all the comics. Look at all these stormtroopers getting shot. I like the R2D2. I like the R2D2 dialogue. You can kind of hear it in your head. Doot a bree wheat. Doot a bree wheat. Ba weep grana weep ninny bomb. Thank you, Suburban Dirt Farmer. What? Oh no. You sent me records too? He says, my friend plays bass in this band. Search Tone Sis on Spotify. Well, that looks like something I'm absolutely going to be into. A logo I can't read and someone with knives in their eyeballs? Like, why would I not be into this record? Why would I not be into this record? Thank you for that. Dude, that's awesome. And I got another vinyl here. Oh, this is the newest Atomic Bitch Wax. Is anybody hip to the Atomic Bitch Wax? They're great. Highly suggest checking out the Atomic Bitch Wax. I'm not super hip to this album, Gravitron, but I love the Atomic Bitch Wax. They didn't cover Sexecutioner. That's a Guar song. I like that they have a song called... look at this. They just have a song called Fuckface. They just have a song right here called Fuckface. That's great. I want to listen to a band, that's named the Atomic Bitch Wax. I went through a heavy Atomic Bitch Wax phase. In fact, when we get to getting to know GrimmGreen, these two albums kind of go hand in hand together. This band, the Atomic Bitch Wax, and the album I have picked out for getting to know GrimmGreen. Thank you, Suburban Dirt Farmer. Very fucking cool of you. Very, very cool of you, Suburban Dirt Farmer. Let me see this. Let me read your super chat. They're graphic novels. I'm always here. Look, I don't want to assume, people get busy. I don't assume that everybody watches every vlog that happens. But thank you, Suburban Dirt Farmer. You're the man. I appreciate those. There's a couple Amazons here that are definitely gifts that I definitely hope have notes or something in them. Well, that did nothing. Oh, yeah, it did. What? Sick boy. Na, sick boy. Oh. You did put a smile on my face. These are the Dark Side playing cards. Holy shit. I saw these on the internet. In fact, I saw these on the internet the day that we went and saw, The Rise of Skywalker, which Look, I have mixed feelings about the Rise of Skywalker. It's a deck of cards, and these cards, I'm going to open it carefully. How does this open? I don't want to cut the box. These cards are amazing. These cards are unbelievable. First of all, they're Star Wars cards, so you get the Death Star on one side, and then all of them are Star Wars. All the face cards. Let me get to all the face cards. See, you got BB-8 here. What do you got here? Yep, Dio, I guess. The queens and the hearts are like Luke and Leia, and there's a Vader. Where's the Vader? Oh, God, where are all the face cards? I don't know how a deck of cards works. Yeah, the king is Obi-Wan. Look at that. Obi-Wan Kenobi's the king. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Na, sick boy. OAO. These are fucking rad. Rad. Anybody know any good card tricks? Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. That's super cool of you. That 100% put a smile on my face. What are you, crazy? There's another one from Amazon. Wait, who's this from? Who's this from? I have to know. I have to know. Who's this from? Oh, Lee. Oh, not the real Gerard Butler. Fucking calipers. Digital calipers. You know, I told you I'm becoming a legit YouTuber. You know, I'm becoming a real live YouTuber now, Lee. Not the real Gerard Butler got me calipers so that now I can actually, you know, review things and measure, you know, RDA decks and things like this. Lee, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Thank you, Lee. Thank you for the digital calipers. These are the first calipers I've literally ever owned, ever in my life. I've never measured any vape gear ever that I've ever bought or reviewed or anything. And now I can. Lee's digital calipers. Lee, you're too kind. You're too nice to me, but thank you very much. I don't know who this is from. Oh, this is going to be vape stuff, actually. This is actual vape mail, you guys. This is actual vape mail. This is from Mech Life. Oh, it's an Arcless V2 mech mod. Arcless V2 mech mod. I thought the first Arcless was a little bit of like an underrated mech mod. I really enjoyed mine. And this is the Arcless V2. It's all cool and nubbiny. If you're into mech mods, that could be a thing. I mean, I've been using that, well, we're going to use it for the retro vaping anyway. That heavy hitter from Heavy Metal Vapor and Stanley. Does anybody call you Stanley, Stan? Can I call you Stanley? Stuttering Stanley, Stuttering Stanley. Well, we got a Mech Life Arcless V2 copper version. I liked this mech mod. Mr. Ambition's Vapor. He gets a lot of shit, you know, but I like the guy. I think he's one of the good ones. Nope, no idea. Oh, nope, no idea. This looks to be foreign, like it has come from the United Kingdom, possibly. Cream de Vape? What the heck is going on? Nick, hello and welcome and hello to the K-Fun Light 2019 Top Fill Kit from Steam Tuners. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Hang on. Okay. Thanks for everything you do for the community. I couldn't resist picking one of these up for you as it changed the way I look at the K-Fun. I recently bought an Ether RTA after seeing your build stream on Monday, and to be honest, no offense, Bogan, but the K-Fun is still the best. Mouth-along RTA on the market, hands down. Ether comes in second. Oh, man, Bogan. Shh. Here, I'll give you this guy's address if you want to go beat him up. I'm just kidding. Your build stream. Anyway, keep up the good work and always keep on vaping. Could you open on the vlog PPS PTO? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, turn the page over. Couple of shout outs for me. Shout out 1, GrimmGreen. Oh, he's shouting me out. Thank you for being such a legend in the vape community and the reason I've been off cigarettes for the last 9.5 years. Phil, thank you. You know, I don't ever know what to say, but thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to my wife, Penny, who is the love of my life and who has put up with being married to me for 25 years. 25 years. I don't know what I'd do without her. She supports me in vaping and she does not smoke or vape. Oh, that's one of my favorite things of all time. I love that. I love that. Thanks again, Grim Army for life, Phil. Which, yeah, being married to me for 25 years, which isn't easy. I know. I'm sure Casey Pickle would say something very similar. Phil, does Phil feel lucky? Oh, look at that. It's the top fill for the K-Fun Light 2019. Well, it's in the bathroom right now, getting a rewick, getting a rewash. I've been so obsessed with this dwarf. I just love the hell out of it, but damn it. A K-Fun Light 2019 top fill from Steam Tuners. Fuck you, British Eyes. I said it correctly this time. Steam Tuners. Thank you, Phil. I'm excited about that. I'm excited that there's a vape mail actually in here. I guess, are the calipers vape mail? Technically, yes. Technically, yes, period. I know this is a Sifu mustache. Bat Stash Activate. No steep needed. Apply to rash immediately. This is from Sifu Mustache. Bat Stash Activated. I think there's some liquids in here if I'm not mistaken. Okay, cut towards your buddy, not towards your body. Or in my case, just cut towards your finger. Cut towards your face if you cut towards your face. Oh, come on, Sifu. What's with the tape job? I'm just kidding. Is Sifu Mustache in the house? Yes, we got some new Sifu stash here. Oh, you have really good handwriting. Hey, boss, here are a few liquids for your current mouth-to-lung billet box kick. Soka's Mindbender, Cactus Guava, Cantaloupe with tropical notes. What the what? Coconuts in America, coconut lime cocktail, experimental flavor for me. It has a Malibu rum cocktail vibe, banging in the boost. Oh, okay, banging in the boost, RBA. And the Yig Tribute. This is not the greatest Yig in the world. No, this is just a tribute. Oh, I'm dying to try this Yig Tribute. Should I try it for our very random liquid tasting? No, I have a liquid picked out for that. Oh, I'm going to taste it at least on my knuckle. Oh, that's pretty close so far, Sifu. And then we got Coconuts in America and Soka's Mindbender from Sifu's stash. Very cool of you, Sifu. Thank you very much, man. I swear, you guys are way too kind to me, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's do some Kevin Y. I'm just going to call you Kevin Y. That's not W-H-Y. That's the letter Y. Kevin Y. And I know there's some British Eyes only. You're in the house, British Eyes? Sifu's here. Sifu, bro, thank you. Thank you, Sifu. Directly. Sifu's stash. Check him out. He's been doing some streaming lately. Some streaming. All right, who's this from? Kevin Y. Nick, I'm glad you received your delivery. I included 5 different beers for you to try. I hope you enjoy. My name is Kevin Yoldheim, and you can put my last name in the vlog. Okay, if that's where you are opening this, thank you for everything you do and continue to do for our industry. Thanks, man, from the bottom of my heart. My 2 favorite beers I included are the Red White and the IPA Wrecking Ball Imperial Stout. Sorry for the chicken scratch, but as always, enjoy. Look, every handwritten note that I get from a dude always has chicken scratch. It's my handwriting. It's Kevin's handwriting. It's Sifu's handwriting. It's everybody's handwriting. So we got some beers here from Kevin. Should I open these with a knife? Should I open these all with a knife? Here, listen, I can't open all of these right now. Oh, here it is. This is the Wrecking Ball Imperial Stout. I at least want to get this out. Should I have another beer? No. That 12%er, whoever thought that was a good idea, Lee, not the real Gerard Butler. British Eyes, you forgot to include a note? What the fuck ever, bro. That's what I have to say to you. Whatever, loser. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I called you a loser. You know, British Eyes, I just like to give you shit, and I have no idea why. And Casey does the same thing. Wrecking Ball Imperial Stout. This is one of Kevin's favorite beers. Thank you, Kevin. I'm going to keep these all together for now. This is literally just beer. Beer, beer, Kevin, and beer. All right, Kevin. Well, thank you. Let's do this. Let's do Wrecking Ball next week in the vlog. What's the ABV on it? All right, it's only a 9.5%, so it's not like Lee trying to get me all tipsy. 12%, not the real Gerard Butler. And the last package, I believe... No, maybe not. Where the hell's your package? Hang on a second. This isn't right. This is not right, British Eyes. See? I knew there was more. I knew there was more. Here's your package, British Eyes. I misplaced it. I put it in the spare bedroom for some reason. This one is from James. I don't ever want to say people's last... Yeah, right towards myself. Do you see that? Just cutting right towards myself. Right towards myself. Well, at least this was a printed one. Holy shit, Real Jim Shady. Finally got around to sending you your package I've been promising for the better part of a year. Yeah. You know, Jim Shady, I've been just stewing about this. Beers. Stoneyard Brewing Company, Abbott's Frozen Custard Chocolate, Almond Stout, and Omegang's Three Philosophers. That's an incredible beer. It opens up after it warms a little. SVT Aero Bridge for the billet box and Nautilus .70 mesh coil heads. What? SVT Aero Bridge for the billet box? Oh, shit. Look at that. And Nautilus coils. I'm going to need to get another billet box now. That's all there is to it. I'm going to need 4 of them. Fuck yeah, Jim Shady. Thank you. And Nautilus coils. I haven't vaped Nautilus coils in such a long time. Is there a show of hands in the chat who used Nautilus coils for such a long time? I know, I did, and I opened it with a knife anyway, Jim Shady. Jim Shady in with the super chat. I literally messaged you on Patreon and told you not to open it with a knife. It's okay. I'm not going to slash open these beers with a knife. But thank you very much. And holy crap, some coffee too. Explain this coffee to me. Rwanda Maraba, whole bean coffee taken to the end of first crack. Okay. You know, Jim Shady, I have not had a coffee that has not been taken to second crack in probably 20 years. But it's interesting. Look, I'm going to try it. I have a small roasting business that I run out of my home on my spare time. I don't have a commercial roaster, but a gas grill and a drum my brother and I made ourselves. I roast by sound and smell only, so it's more of an art than science to me. It's always more art than science. Always more art than science. Yeah, a lot of people. Oh, Jeremy V, my main man, Jeremy V, still uses the Nautilus BVC coils regularly. still uses it regularly. That's fascinating to me. Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews, Addy Tooney does. Scott does. Wow. Chris OS still using those Nautilus coil heads. I might take this out of here, this Atmazoo vape shell, and I might turn this one into a mouth to lung with those Nautilus coils. I might. I just might. Thank you for the coffee. And yes, coffee roasting is always an art. There is some science involved. You know, it's a time and temperature map, right? But you decide how fast the coffee goes through that time and temperature map. I used to roast by sight and smell when I was working as a coffee taster for Starbucks, and I had little hand roasters, and I'd roast little quarter-pound batches, and we had to do it the same way. And I knew that when I got a coffee from Sumatra, it had to be roasted to kind of this level. And, you know, if I got, a clean, washed Central American coffee, it had to be roasted to kind of this-ish level. And it was all done by sound, by vision, by seeing the oils, by listening to the pops. Rwanda. It's very cool. Oh, there's a see-through window. Okay. Yeah, this looks good, Jim Shady. This looks good. Thank you, Jim Shady. Thank you. It's very, very much appreciated. What's this? There may still be some chaff in there, too. Not looking for a plug or anything. Yeah, you are. That's fine, real Jim Shady. What's this? What's wrapped up in here? What am I trying to dig at? It looks like half of a tank. What's the half of a tank? Oh! What? Simply Tips K-Fun Light 2019 Top Fill Cap? Are you telling me I have 2 Top Fill Caps right now? Well, I'm going to have to do a side-by-side comparison of these. 100%. Well, thank you. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison. Steam turners versus the SVT. I'm going to keep them together. Thank you, Jim Shady. Thank you very much. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, for British Eyes Only, for British Eyes Only, he's been a patron of mine for a real long time. He's just one of these guys that'll never leave you alone. What do I got? Some coils. He's a coil builder. He makes some actually really very nice coils. Are any of the long draws in here? What's FIBO coils? FBEO coils? Are these mouth to lung coils? He's a coil builder, and he builds coils. Got some aliens. This is his logo. You've seen him. Go give him a follow on Instagram. I know he does some live stream building over there for British Eyes Only. And then the beers. And the only one, I'm going to look into these other beers here. He didn't include a note. This is the one that I care about because this is the one I've had before. Oh, you even gave me an open tab. That's very thoughtful of you. This is that watering can. Yes. Single cut. It's in my possession. I love this beer. I'll save this for a future vlog. But the green watering can from Single Cut is a spectacular beer. Spectacular beer. But next week we're doing Wrecking Ball. Cheers. Speaking of Wrecking Ball. I'm a Wrecking Ball. Dang. Beer? A mech mod? Here, let's open this last one from Coil Turd. You still in the house, Beecher? I got a Coil Turd package here that I have not opened. And I know there's some caps in here. Hi, Nick and Casey. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, Sandy. Sandy packed this order. Yep. Oh, I got a top secret thing here that I can't show you. Ready? There it is. Oh, here it is. Woo! Can't see it. Put it there. Yeah, these are the new, those new like non-AFC adjusting caps for his RDA for vaping. Just straight up open. There's the anodized blue. There's a gray. There's an anodized black as well. I want to see this one. Oh, stainless. Stainless caps for the RDA for vaping. Thanks, Coil Turd. Thanks, Beecher. I'm going to set up your RDA now. What color? Stainless? Black? Blue? See, the blue would go perfect like with this Monarch, right? Wouldn't that be a good color combo? The Monarch with the blue. I feel like that's sick. Blue on blue, hot blue on blue action. We'll see. I might get that set up, Beecher. Appreciate it. Thank you, Beecher Howard. Beecher Howard, everybody. Go follow Coil Turd as well on Instagram while we're just telling people to follow everybody on Instagram. I think that's going to wrap it up for the Vape Mail segment. You guys are too gracious, too gracious, too kind. Too gracious, too kind. But thank you very much for the beer. Real Jim Shady. Thank you for the coffee. Lee. Calipers, bro. Stepping up the GrimmGreen review game. The cards. Are you kidding me? The cards. The omnibus. The comic books from Suburban Dirt Farmer. Are you kidding me? The atomic bitch wax. Good Lord. Appreciate that so much. The mail always gives me a little bit of feels. I guess what we're gonna do right now, we're getting kind of close to the end of the vlog here. I got a liquid picked out from Indonesia. It's in the title of the video. Indonesia. We got an Indonesian e-liquid. We're gonna give it a try, like literally right now. And I guess this is where we're going to talk about how I hate the Temple now. I hate the Temple 28 millimeter. I did a build stream for it on Monday, which you can watch, and you can leave nasty comments on there about how I melted the Ultem, and oh fucking God, that's the end of the fucking world, right? If I melted the Ultem on there. People are panicky and just weird in the YouTube comments lately, but I tried to put some 3.5 millimeter AJ Holland coils in this RDA because I thought it's a 28 millimeter RDA, 2-post. Those should definitely fit in here. Then I forgot about the little chamber reducer on the inside, and I melted a little bit of this Ultem, like barely fucking melted it. Barely melted it. So I pulled it out. I threw some 3 millimeter coils in here. Fits and works perfectly. Now, here's why I hate the Temple RDA now. I'm going to use it for this liquid tasting. But here's why the Temple RDA bums me out now. It's going on the heavy hitter. It's because the posts are too far apart. They could have moved the posts 1 millimeter in, and it would have been way better. David, I appreciate you thinking that you've made it to the end of a live vlog, but you have not made it yet. You have to stick with me till the fucking end, David, and then I'll just give you hugs. I'll just give you hugs like crazy, bro. All the hugs. The posts are too far apart on this Temple RDA, and this side portion that comes up here is completely unnecessary. All it does is get in the way of your tool. All it does is make it harder to build. All it does is make it harder to wick. They could have cut down these big, humongous side, whatever these are, these portions where, and look, I know it's because that has to fit on there. These could have been half the size, and this Ultem insert still would have snapped on there and been fine and stayed in place. Or at the very least, why not give us notches to put your tool there? It's a cruddy design. I legitimately think it's kind of a cruddy design, and it bums me out because I had high hopes for the Temple. But what we're doing right now is we're going to taste this liquid from Indonesia. This is from a company called Bioni, and I'm sorry, they do have like these shimmery labels on here. This is Bioni e-liquid, and this is a liquid called Pound Cake. And he warned me and said that our liquids are a little bit sweeter than most liquids that you're used to. And so I said, fucking all right, I'll give it a try. This is their pound cake. I'm actually, I should have done this already, but they've been having a quarantine type of trick competition going on, which I thought was a great idea. People just upload trick runs, like trick videos, edit it however you want, and then tag the judges, and then we rate the videos, and then at the end we pick a winner. And I think that's cool. Scott, you have a temple coming in the mail? Listen, here's what I'll tell you for the temple. 2.5 millimeter coils, and you're going to have to space them. There's just no way around it because, I know, look at this bottle. Look at this freaking bottle. You're going to have to space your coils out. I don't want anyone to think that, like, if you bought a Temple RDA that you're going to have a shitty RDA. Obviously, I'm using it right now. And obviously, I vaped it, and it's pretty great. I just have some gripes with it. And that's all. It's no big deal. It's not a huge deal at all. Otherwise, minus those gripes, it's a pretty great little RDA. Pretty great big RDA, I should say. But what are you going to do? Like, try opening the airflow right now. It's fucking impossible. Okay, fine. Maybe not impossible. Got the airflow open. I just I didn't realize I would like the Asgard Mini more. The Asgard Mini upsets me because I get spit back in my mouth so intensely. Let's see if this drip tip's going to work. Yeah, that looks kind of dorky. Do I have a better drip tip? Can I use yellow on here? Or should I just use like a black drip tip? Purple? Purple looks kind of cool. Anyway, this is what we're going to be vaping right now. This is the heavy hitter, Stand Tenacious TX Vapes, heavy metal vapor with the Temple 28 millimeter on top from Vapers Cloud. And that's a DHD purple color changing drip tip. And on the inside is the Bioni pound cake from Indonesia. Whoa, mama. 70-30 mix, 3 milligram. What I'm going to do now is, if I rub this juice bottle, does a genie come out? Wait, does the Robin Williams genie come out or the Will Smith genie? Because if it's the Will Smith genie, I'd just rather pass. And 3 wishes? Everybody knows to wish for 1,000 wishes. I'm going to take an inaugural toot here of this pound cake. We'll see how it goes. Firing. I will say the heavy hitter has been a 30. What? A heavy hitter. Wow. That's sweet AF. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to sit with this for just a second. I know we're kind of running out of time, but I'm going to sit with this for just a second. So the first thing that's going to happen is my mic is going to cut out and it's just going to go silent like this. Okay. I think I got a pretty good grip on this liquid right now. Firstly, I want to say these bottles are fantastic. Fantastic bottles. That was gross. Look, I'm sorry. It's the beer. These bottles are fantastic. They're so palmable. You flip it over, you drip. Boop. No leaks. No leaks, Chubby Gorilla. How come Chubby Gorilla can't do that? Now, this liquid, it's labeled as a pound cake, and it is very sweet. It is a very, very, very sweet e-liquid. It doesn't taste like a pound cake to me. It tastes like an angel food cake to me. In fact, if this bottle just said, it tastes like egg whites to me. It tastes like sweet egg whites to me, like a meringue of some sort. If this just said sweet egg whites, I'd go, oh yeah, that's what it tastes like. It tastes like sweet egg whites, Bione. It's pretty tasty. It's got a strong bakery type of backbone on it, but I don't get a lot of pound cake. I get a lot of like sweet egg whites from it. Yeah. Final answer. Final effing answer. Sweet egg whites. 12% beer, not the real Gerard Butler. Who thought that was a good idea? Go to bed, Andy Jones. It does. It tastes like sweet meringue. It tastes like sweet egg whites, like sweet whipped egg whites. Whipped egg whites. Sweet whipped egg whites. Can I repeat myself a couple more times? I just want to make sure that that's like actually what I'm tasting. Yep. It's not pound cake. It tastes like angel food cake or like sweet whipped egg whites. As for the Temple RDA, look, the flavor's pretty good on it, man. The flavor's pretty rocking on here. Hey, 9-4 Vape. 9-4 Vape is here. Cheers, 9-4 Vape. Well, we're definitely winding down to the end of the vlog here. It's time to add a couple songs to the Getting to Know GrimmGreen playlist on Spotify. Remember, this goes along with that Atomic Bitch Wax album I got from Suburban Dirt Farmer. It's time to get to know GrimmGreen. Going to do the rest of the super chats directly following this here segment. So this record I have in front of me, one of my favorite records of all time. I think I say that about every record, but I'm trying to grow my record collection. I'm trying to just buy like my favorite albums of all time. You know, when you're pirating music, you just download whatever. You just download everything, you know. You're like, sure, I need that album. Sure, I need that album. But when you're buying records, I just want to buy my favorites of all time. This is another Mark Moots. This is another Mark Moots record. We mentioned Mark Moots a lot, and back in the day, Mark Moots burned me a shoebox full of CDs and was just like, here's a bunch of music you've never heard before, and it was full of amazing shit. It's the first time I fell in love with Clutch, bands like Caius, Queens of the Stone Age, the Atomic Bitch Wax, the Helicopters, which I'm still searching for Helicopters vinyl. The record I'm talking about tonight is Corrosion of Conformity. This is America's Volume Dealer. Now, Corrosion of Conformity is a complicated band. I don't even know what genre or subgenre they would fit into. I would say like blues metal is the close, like southern fried blues metal. That's how I would describe Corrosion of Conformity. Their first album, Technocracy, came out, and it was very much like really very punky, like punky, thrashy, a lot of chop and steak drum beat. You know, the chop and steak drum beat where it's like a lot of that. And I didn't like it. And I don't know. I didn't like Corrosion of Conformity, which seems to be the story with a lot of the bands. And then in 91, they released the Blind album, and it kind of just got a little bit lost in the mix. It fell in with like grunge. People thought Corrosion of Conformity was like this grunge band. They had one hit off that record called Vote with a Bullet, which is a really good song. I don't suggest voting with a bullet, but Vote with a Bullet's a great song, unbelievable song. The album after that was when they kind of hit more of the mainstream, I guess. They released an album called not Deliverance. What was the fucking name of that album? Oh my God, I'm drawing a complete blank on it. But it had Heal My Wounds on it, which was like their big hit. Heal My Wounds. Help me, Jesus, help me clean my wounds. It's a pretty good record. And that album is kind of where I left Corrosion of Conformity off. They released Deliverance after that, and I wasn't into it. And and this is when, right around this time is when I started really going to church a lot, and I just completely ignored every other music except Christian music. It's all I wanted to listen to. It was just MXPX for days, Embodiment, MXPX, all these great tooth and nail Christian bands that I still love to this day. Stavesacre, are you kidding me? If anybody knows where you can get Stavesacre on vinyl, like the Friction album, I will literally be your best friend. And then when Mark Moots burned me that shoebox of records in 2005, I just dove into a world of music that I had kind of left behind. And Corrosion of Conformity, America's Volume Dealer, was one of the CDs burned. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable album, except the production on it is bad. Corrosion of Conformity has never had like good production. All their production sounds bad. It's not good. They're great songs, but the production is less than exemplary. It's not like this fine-tuned, it's not like Devin Townsend perfect production. It sounds a little raw. It sounds a little raggedy, a little rough around the edges, but the songs are incredible. Incredible. So we're going to put 2 songs from this album. Love this album on the Getting to Know GrimmGreen Spotify playlist that will be linked down below in the description. And I was having a hard time picking just two songs off of this, but I think we're going to go with first track on the album, Over Me. This was the song that won me back to Corrosion of Conformity. In fact, if you go back in my YouTube history and watch the very first Vape Fest video that I ever did in 2010, I used Corrosion of Conformity's Over Me in that like travel vlog that I did. This is before I cared, I guess, or YouTube or anybody cared about like copyright infringement or anything on YouTube videos. I just used it, and it's an incredible, incredible song. And then we're putting track 7, Who's Got the Fire. Over Me and Who's Got the Fire are 2 bangers on here. I was considering Congratulations Song. It's also a banger. I would encourage you to check out some Corrosion of Conformity. At least check out their hits. Vote with a Bullet, Clean My Wounds. Those are the 2 like big Corrosion of Conformity hits, where they got some like, radio play, some like mainstream attention. But the 2 songs, again, that we're putting on the GrimmGreen Spotify playlist that will be linked down below in the description. Over Me. Who's Got the Fire? It's an incredible album. Pepper Keenan auditioned to be in Metallica when they were searching for a bass player. Pepper Keenan from Corrosion of Conformity, the singer-guitar player of Corrosion of Conformity, is also, or was also, I don't know if they're a band anymore. I don't know if anybody's hip to Down. They're from New Orleans, Louisiana. Phil Anselmo, Kirk Weinstein from Crowbar, Pepper Keenan from Corrosion of Conformity. They just write like Southern sludge music, and it's spectacular. I got to see Down when the 3 album came out, and it was an unbelievable show. He plays with Down. So if you're hip to Down, then you're kind of going to be hip to like what Corrosion of Conformity has going on. This was a huge album for me. This represents like the summer, I would say summer of like 2006. I was living with my brother down in Carson City, Nevada, and I was living in that duplex where I first started shooting GrimmGreen videos, where I had like mirrors behind me, and you could see a TV in the background when I first started doing vape review videos. That apartment, we had this like summer long, just nonstop party. Just a summer long nonstop party. We left the side gate open in the backyard. We had Christmas lights and tiki torches, and whoever wanted to come over every night of the week, we had beer, we had a hibachi, and we would just all hang out and get plastered drunk every single night of the week. Cheers. And one of the records that I was constantly listening to, Corrosion of Conformity, America's Volume Dealer, huge album for me. In fact, Stare Too Long, there's a ballad on here called Stare Too Long that I heavily associate with my wife, Casey Pickle, from way back in the day. It's just one of those like sentimental things. I just associate that song with her because this was a huge album when I went to the very first Vape Fest in 2010 as well. Anyway, that playlist will be links down below. And Atomic Bitchwax, the album where the girl's playing the pinball machine, I can't remember what it's called. That was also in the Mark Moots box. In fact, that's an album I'd love to pick up as well. New Wave Dave was in Iraq during that time. Were you listening to Corrosion of Conformity at that time, New Wave Dave? No? All right. That's fine. I'll give you a free pass for your service. Thank you for your service, New Wave Dave. So let's finish up. Let's just finish up a couple of these super chats. That's it. You just one black screen. That's all you get. I don't even remember where I left off. It was Anthony was there. Kevin Chocolate. Joshua. That's right. Joshua wants a billet box. Matthew. If people gone please act inappropriate, image say a lot. Yes. Wait, what? If people gonna act inappropriate, image says a lot. Oh, he's talking about the rally. Yeah. People will not act inappropriately at the rally. People will not. We know we're in the public eye. Every vapor knows they're in the public eye. Def Cave Studio, you didn't say nothing. You didn't have to. There's a fist bump for you. Christopher Murdoch, I live in California. So what? Fake ID time, GrimmGreen. Yeah, I'm sure that would be good for getting on a plane. I'm sure that would work well. Like, no, I'm from Texas. Y'all, you can't tell I'm from Texas? Suburban Dirt Farmer. Their graphic novels, I'm always here. That's right. Their graphic novels. Thank you, Suburban Dirt Farmer. Southern Comfort. Where can I send you something? P.O. Box. And then Southern Comfort. The Steam Tuners. Shit. K-Fun Top Fill is the bomb. I'm going to compare these two. K-Fun Top Fills. And I think I'll be the judge of which one is the bomb, Southern Comfort. But email me, and I'll get you a P.O. Box if you really want to send me something. I'll get that to you. Jim Shady. Yep, that's right. You messaged me on Patreon, and I opened it with a knife anyway. Who cares? Call the cops. Call Kamala Harris. Southern Comfort. First crack. Who's crack? Sounds like a Kopi Luwak. First crack. Southern Comfort. First crack is how they do coffee. There's a first and a second crack. At Starbucks, we call them pops, but it's the same idea. It's literally the coffee beans expanding as they roast and cracking open. That's why they call it crack. Jeremiah Johnson, I have some 1.8 Nautilus coils going right now with some 18 milligram Cartomator Crush. What? How old is that liquid, bro? We haven't sold Cartomator Crush in almost a year now. Almost a year. Shoe. Just goes by shoe. I love that. 125. Been a fan since the Castigador box mod. Holy shit. Question. Where have all the dual battery mods gone? Keep it up. Shinerbach is the best beer. Look, I'm not going to talk any shit on Shinerbach because Shinerbach rules. Hey, there's still some dual battery box mods out there. You know, Asmodus is doing some dual battery stuff. Og Vape's doing some dual battery stuff. Our very own Aspen Modco has a dual 2700 unregulated box. There's the Bogan Odin is a dual box. The Warlock's Hammer, I don't think they're being made anymore. That's a dual battery box. Man, I need a different resistance build for this. British Eyes, in with the super chat, dropped the beer links in the chat. Well done. What do you want, a pat on the back? Kyler, very gracious of you. The Rye RDA also had the post spread way too far apart for my liking. It's a great RDA when you get it right. Yep, but I always distort my coils a bit. Yep, 100%. In fact, Kyler, the version 1.2, which I hate that they did this. I hate that they did a version 1.2. They moved the posts closer together, and it makes it a joy to build on. The Rye 1.2, and I know that it sucks that they came out with it and then fixed it in the 1.2, but the 1.2 fixed the post issue. They're closer together now, and you can install anything you want on there without fucking it up, Kyler. Oh, Jeremiah with that Cartomator Crush. It's properly steeped is all I'll say. Yeah, that juice has got to be just a dark amber color by now, Jeremiah. A dark amber color by now, Jeremiah. But here we go. We're at the end of the vlog. We ran a little bit long, but that's what we do over here, you guys. Thank you guys seriously so much for coming out. You've officially reached the end of the vlog, which means you're officially my favorite people on earth. Don't forget about the rally. Don't forget to fight for your right to vape. Don't forget that no matter what anybody tells you, vaping is at least, still, and always will be, at least 95% less harmful for you than burning combustible tobacco cigarettes. So yeah, whatever you guys got in your hand, just vape it and be thankful that you're free, finally free of combustion. Awesome. That's all. That's it. We're wrapping it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I love that you guys love the vlog, and I love the vlog. And thank you so much. Yeah, That's What She Said's coming up in about 15 minutes over there on the big Ruby Roo YouTube channel. So check that out. I think I'm going to try to swim. I might go try to swim. Our pool has been 90 degrees, you guys. So I'm going to clean up. I know it looks nice from the camera, but it's just fucking chaos in here right now. Thank you guys, seriously, so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be excellent to each other, everybody. Be excellent to each other. Peace.